Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. I almost said Clone Wars, but I caught myself. This is season number 1, episode number 2, titled Cut and Run. Last episode was the premiere of the series. It was great. It was basically a mini Star Wars movie. I love how we're reintroducing Tarkin into the series, most likely as the big bad. Don't know if we have plans on seeing Vader or Anakin, because as of this point in time, it is just like mere moments after Order 66. So that just means Anakin has already just recently been donned the new Sith apprentice for the Emperor. You know, the Republic is now the Empire, and we're still in the transition period between Republic and Empire, and now everybody's kind of like evolving, you know, trying to like, you know, save face and kind of reestablish where their allegiances lies as this galaxy is changing non-stop. So the bad guys are essentially in power, and the Bad Batch, they were able to escape Tarkin's hold, at least for now, and then they were able to escape with Amiga, who we did find out was a clone just like them. And I was guessing that the reason she was a clone and the reason why she kind of fits in with the Bad Batch is she's also a Bad Batch, considering that she came out female. That's what I'm assuming. I'll wait until the show kind of gives us more information before we kind of lock in what exactly her deal is. But I'm assuming, because all the clones are supposed to come out male, I'm assuming she came out female, and, you know, essentially she's just there as, you know, a medical assistant to, was it Lama Say? I forget who exactly she was working under, but yeah. So the Kaminoans don't trust the Empire. The Empire are trying to cut Kamino out of the contract, considering the Republic is no longer the Republic, it is the Empire. Clone manufacturing is going to be shut down, and we are basically transitioning into the Empire. We're getting closer and closer to the very first Star Wars back in 1977. I don't really know what else to say. Obviously, this episode is called Cut and Run. I'm assuming it's going to be as simple as that. They are on the run. Tarkin is going to be after them. Don't know if he's going to enlist bounty hunters or maybe try to get Thrawn involved somehow, you know, since he's good at tracking Jedi. Because I'm assuming at some point the Bad Batch are going to run into a Jedi. I don't know if Ahsoka is going to be involved in this series at all, but we did see... I'm not even going to try to see if I remember her name, but she was on the Jedi Council. She died last episode, and I did say that it was Kanan, that little kid. Apparently, in the full reaction, I was like, Kanan? And when they said Caleb, I was like, oh, okay, different character. But duh, they're the same guy. So yeah, that is a young version of the character we see in Rebels. So really cool how they're tying that up together. It looks like I'm going to have to finish Rebels at some point. But yeah, I am just eager to hop into this. I know I've been talking quite a bit in this intro just because Star Wars, like really good Star Wars, always gets me going, because I just love the story of Star Wars, especially the prequel timeline, because it's I know it's universally, I don't want to say, it's very divisive, the fandom, and I've always been a prequel lover ever since the prequels came out. You'd always see me hardcore defending them, and the fact that we are now expanding on that timeline with the Clone Wars and now the Bad Batch, you know, Rebels 2 to an extent. I just think that it's making the prequel story way stronger. So going back and rewatching the films, knowing all this information, it makes it such a rich experience, and I just love Star Wars, guys. But I just want to end it there, at least as far as my introduction. But I do want to remind you guys that I have a Patreon. So if you want to watch this episode with me in its entirety, you can watch that right now over there. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me over on Patreon, I do have multiple tiers over there. But if you cannot support me there, totally cool. You can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to and review next. Share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It is free. It helps the channel grow. It brings more eyes, and as we grow, more content will come. Don't worry about that. But that being said, I'm just going to stop yapping. We're going to hop into this episode and talk about it immediately afterwards. Remember, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. 4 main keys here, and let's have a good time and get into it. All right, guys, here we go.
Well, this is a first. Inspecting every corner of the ship finally tired her out.
Hunter, she's a child. What are we gonna do with her?
We are coming up on Seleucami.
That's a cool looking thing. We've never seen this before, right? It looked like the same kind of cat creature that was in episode 2. Like the design and the kind of growl, the little gurgly growl it just did. The one that slashed Padme on the back. Yeah, she hasn't seen sunlight. This is crazy because it's always like raining and shit on Camino, right?
What's with her?
She's taking it all in. Relax, bro.
It's amazing.
So this friend of yours, what's he doing all the way out here?
Hiding. That's what.
Oh, we're on our way to see Rex, right?
Staying off the radar's not our specialty.
I'm just assuming it's Rex, but they just said a friend. We'll see.
What do we have here?
Huh?
More clones of lost.
Oh!
It's been a while, fellas.
Well, they have the 2 kids, right?
Echo and Omega, Cut and Sue.
Pleased to meet you.
Where's Crosshair?
Hmm.
It's complicated. Sounds familiar. Rex told us about the clone troopers turning against the Jedi.
Mom, Dad!
Yeah, here we go.
There's a ship outside!
The same voice actors, too. Because they voice, like, Phil and Lil and Rugrats.
Alright, out with it. What's with the girl?
She's a defective clone. Like we are.
That's what I'm saying. Defective, yeah.
Not exactly.
She came out female.
What do you
Oh, what do you mean?
The Kaminoans don't create without a purpose. What's hers? You have no idea what you're in for. Rex warned us of the storm that's coming. Clone troopers have already started showing up. I'm heading into town to book us a transport off-world. I have to do what's best for them.
I couldn't!
They started seizing ships about a week ago.
Military ships?
All ships. They're tagging them inside that impound lot. So, where will you and your family go next? I suppose find a remote piece of land on a distant planet. That's all we really need.
What do you want?
I need to book passage on the next shuttle out of here.
New galactic policy. Your chain code.
Every citizen can exchange their invalid currency for Imperial credits, thanks to the generosity of the new Galactic Empire.
Getting off planet's gonna be harder than I thought.
Oh, shit. Wait.
Fast defense. We'll get it later.
Omega, don't do anything dumb. Ah.
Where's Omega? She was right behind me.
Alright, go back, quick.
Omega! Got it! Omega!
Oh, shit. It is like that thing in episode 2.
Mom, it's Omega. She went out past the fence.
Fuck, you just slashed his face. Well, don't kill it. Just shoot it away. Yeah.
What were you doing out there? Do you
Getting a
realize you could've
ball.
been killed?
Easy.
Relax,
She's
bro.
not a soldier. Now, let's take a look here.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the ball. I didn't know.
Oh, how can you guys hate Amiga?
Hey, kid, you alright?
Thanks for checking in,
Be
Wrecker.
fine.
Where's Omega? She wanted to stay on the ship.
You're right. She's not a soldier.
Just give us some time.
When you leave Seleucami, I want Omega to go with you.
Is that what you really want?
It's what she needs.
Clones now control the spaceport. There we can tap into their network and replicate the codes. Hunter said they're tagging ships inside their impound facility. That is our way in.
It just might work.
Getting our ship impounded is not my idea of a solution.
We'll meet you at the spaceport with the chain codes. I have this under control.
Do they know Omega's here?
Omega's on the ship.
I think it's a good plan, Tech. So far, so good. Now, how can I help?
You've had enough action for today. We'll handle this.
You're gonna need her help. Shut up. You're gonna need someone small enough or someone that requires her skills. Why don't they just like wear regular clone armor? It'd be easier, right? Be more stealthy.
Tech, we're in the spaceport. What is your status?
I was about to say, was that Wrecker in episode 4? Hitting his head.
Hurry up. We need those chain codes to get them on the shuttle, or we're going to have to blast our way out of here.
She's gonna finish it.
No chance you're getting past all of them undetected.
She's gonna come
Where
through.
the discs go?
And where's Omega?
Found her.
I mean, she should at least tell them I could do it.
This
Because you don't know what she's
Ghost is
doing.
looking really lousy about now.
The chain codes are en route. With Omega.
By herself? You let her go by herself?
She just did it, bro. Relax.
Let her go.
I'm on it. I hit the spot.
Wrecker.
Wrecker, we could use some help over here.
On my way.
X, step forward.
Can you guys step out of line until you get the chain codes?
Omega's on her way. She should have been here by now. Stick to the plan, Cut.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see my identification.
I'm here. And I have the chain codes. Yeah, Omega.
Woo!
The extra chain codes for you. So you can leave with Cut and Sue.
Why? Did I do something wrong?
The good people will give you the life you deserve.
But I want to stay with you.
You have to go, Omega. It's for your own good.
Nah, she's gonna run back to him.
You're clear. Go on through.
Ready?
Oh shit, that knee. Damn.
Glad you could make it.
What are we waiting for?
The clamp's still magnetized. The system's not responding.
Break it, yeah. I feel like Omega's gonna be on the ship somehow. She's gonna sneak off and run up here. Omega, what are you doing here? I want to be with you.
Wait for me.
Oh, come on, hurry. Shit. Let's go. Oh, you. Oh. Let's go.
Is there a problem?
You look like... They need reinforcements at the impound dock. Carry on.
Hurry up, goddammit. Okay, I thought they were gonna shoot down one of the engines or something. They made it. I'm so glad Omega like jumped and joined them. I was like, no way they separated this early.
I know I made a mistake. And I have a lot to learn. But you don't have to get rid of me. This is where I want to be.
Tell you the truth, kid. I guess I've got a lot to learn too. If this is where you want to be,
So be it.
this is where you'll stay.
Okay, guys, so that was season 1, episode number 2 of The Bad Batch, titled Cut and Run. Pretty good episode. Obviously, it's a step down from the episode before. We kind of were more dealing with trying to get Omega with a family, get them off world, because obviously this world is becoming more and more grasped by the Empire, with everything being locked down and needing chain codes and all that garbage just to get off the planet. it makes transportation and smuggling, etc., a lot more difficult. There was no Tarkin. There wasn't really any big threat other than the clones. Like I mentioned during the reaction, it's very weird and jarring seeing the clones as the bad guys, especially since we spent 7 seasons following them, backing up our Jedi heroes and being the heroes in general. So it's still a little jarring, but it's still cool to see more of the transition between the Republic and the Empire, because at some point in this series, the clones have to be discontinued. Like, the numbers have to be dwindling and dwindling, and they have to be taking on more and more human recruits. At least that's what I think is going to be happening. Like, that was the main goal. That's what Tarkin wanted when he was trying to cut the Kaminoans out of the contract by saying, and he was like kind of impressed with the Bad Batch anyway. But since he couldn't get the Bad Batch, they're like, okay, well, if I can't have him, no one can, so we're just gonna kill him. That's what I assumed the plot was gonna be. But essentially they were still on the run. They just wanted to meet up with this old family that we actually met back in season 1 or 2 of the Clone Wars. And I believe they said his name was Cut, so that could have been another reason why this was called Cut and Run. Like, we're gonna meet our friend and we're out of here. Or it could just be, you know, as it is, cut and run. Let's get our shit and bounce, because that was basically what happened. So it was nice seeing familiar faces, even though I believe we only seen them once in the series before. They mentioned an episode where where the Bad Batch met them, and I don't remember that. Maybe it happened off screen, or maybe like another story, but I don't remember the Bad Batch meeting them. Did that family show up other than that one time? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay, so I outside of that, I thought it was a pretty simple story. I love Omega. I was a little conflicted on whether or not they were just gonna leave her behind or have her go with the family because on the one hand I was like, okay, Omega needs a family, and obviously they're good parents. They have 2 kids. So generally, she would be well, you know, she'd be taken care of. But I love the fact that she ran back. I thought she was gonna be a little more slick, like the fact that I thought as soon as Wrecker destroyed the magnetic boot onto the ship, I thought when they got in, maybe Hunter would be like say something like, "We shouldn't have left her," and then Omega will swing around in the chair and be like, "Left who? I'm right here," you know, in her little accent. That would have been cool, but I love the fact that she was like, "Wait for me," and I was like, "Oh my god, come on, quick!" And then when she almost got like stopped by the clone, I was about to lose it, but it was really cool. I like how they developed Omega so far. She's very, as of this point, where Ahsoka was when she started, I feel like Omega's a bit more likable, but obviously Ahsoka grows into her role. So that's not a fair comparison, but I'm just saying, like, when Ahsoka first showed up, there was a vocal portion of the fans that were like, not in my Star Wars, but obviously people came around, and obviously Ahsoka is now one of the greatest characters in the entire franchise, which I think is amazing. Such a strong female character that she is. That's why I'm hoping that they can do a similar style treatment with Omega, because she's already very likable. She's very smart. She's cunning. She's witty. You know, she's fearless. She's brave. You know what I mean? So, and all this for like a kid. So obviously she still has, and we still need to figure out what her characteristics are. I just assumed that it was a medic thing, but Cut, is that his name? I'm just gonna say the clone that they met up with, the old friend, was saying that they create with purpose. So what is Omega's purpose? Is it going to be something as simple as she just has medical expertise, or is there something else going on? Why was she created? Why is she a female? Is there something specific with why she came out the way she did? So if it's something more than just, oh, she just happened to come out female, like they said it was a defect, then I want to know what it is, because I'm shocked. I'm interested and intrigued. I love the mystery they're kind of setting up as we kind of get deeper and deeper into the story. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys with the post-show discussion, especially since this episode was literally like a third of the first episode. So I guess we're going to see what happens next. I'm very interested to see how they develop Omega and how she kind of fits in amongst the Bad Batch. I want to see more Tarkin. I want to see what Crosshair does next. I want to see more of the behind the scenes stuff, like on Kamino, and how the tug of war with the Empire, with, what was it, who was the Prime Minister of Kamino? Lama Su? Either way, the Prime Minister of Kamino, they have like a mini chess battle going on between him and obviously Tarkin. So they're like trying to one up each other, they're both trying to survive, but we already know the Empire succeeds. We don't know what happens with Kamino. We don't know if at one point if the Empire is just going to wipe them out, or if they're just going to just pay them off or kill them or whatever. But yeah, I'm interested nonetheless. And yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. But I want to remind you guys once again, if you guys enjoyed my reaction and my review, you can see this video right now in its entirety right now over on my Patreon. All you gotta do is follow the links down below, they're pinned in the top comment. Multiple tiers to choose from. But if you can't support me there, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free, and share it with your friends. 4 main keys: helps the channel grow, helps me, helps you, all that good stuff. Full length, uncut, unedited videos on Patreon. Otherwise, YouTube releases will come in due time. That being said, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of the Star Wars, I almost said the Clone Wars again, but Star Wars The Bad Batch. Alright guys, adios.